Hello, everyone. You are welcome to our course. You are welcome to Module 1, Lesson 1 of our Social Media Management course. And in this course, I will just be putting you through all that you need to know concerning social media management. And this course is very important because when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. That means if you are a social media manager or you are planning to become a social media manager, if you do not know what it entails, then you will literally not be an effective social media manager, right? So it is important that you understand it. Hence why we are starting this course with social media management and the introduction of social media management. And this aim of this course is just to give you a mindset shift of what social media management is all about. So yeah, welcome everyone. I see you, Blessing. I see you, Gifts. I see you, Anita. So I'm just going to go right into the course. We're not going to waste any much time so that we'll finish on time. So let's go, everybody. So in this course, we are going to be learning, this is what we're going to be learning today: social media management in simple terms, what social media management is not, what are the responsibilities of a social media manager, skills to possess as a social media manager, things to note as an aspiring social media management, and of course, we are going to end the course with the course expectations for the following week. So let us pay rapt attention. I want everybody to grab their jotters, their book. Probably you can grab a drink or a snack and everything, and then just enjoy the class. And if you have any questions, just put it in the chat box below, and then I will reply after the class. So just a formal introduction because of formalities, right? Hello, everyone. You are officially welcome to our social media management course. I'm super excited that you took this bold step in starting your social media management journey. And in the following weeks, you will be equipped with the necessary knowledge and expertise you need to become an effective social media manager. And I'm sure you're already excited about this because we are going to be learning a lot today. So let's just go and yeah. So the first thing that we're going to be looking at is social media management in simple terms. The thing is, as simple as social media management is, it is not as easy as it sounds, right? So I'm going to be breaking down into little chunks what social media management is so that you can understand what it actually is. So the first point here says social media management is simply managing social media platforms. And to be honest, this what's it called? This definition is as easy as ABC, but it's not as easy as I say it, or it's not as easy as it sounds. So the second point will go ahead to explain what social media management is. Social media management is handling and taking care of social media platforms and making sure that it gets the necessary attention at all times. And now you can see I noted here taking care and making sure it gets necessary attention. And I'll give an example, right, of yourself or myself. You know how you take care of yourself. In the morning, you have your bath, you go for breakfast. In the afternoon, you make sure you have lunch, and in the evening, you make sure you have dinner. So you are constantly taking care of yourself and making sure that you have necessary and you give necessary attention to yourself, right? That's the same way social media management is. And I promise you, if you actually take note of everything that I'm saying here, then you will actually have a mindset shift. You will now understand what social media management is. Even if you are a starter, you have been there for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, no matter what level that you are, this course will give you a mindset shift. So you will now leave this course understanding what it really is, right? So the third point here says, think of social media management like a little puppy that you take care of all day long. So you know this little puppy is this chihuahuas or whatever they call them. You have to give them food every day. You have to make sure that you take them on walks. If not, they're going to poop in your house. You have to make sure that you always play with them, right? That's the same way social media management is. So whether you are managing Twitter, you are managing Instagram, you are managing TikTok or Facebook, you are meant to take care of it every day, handle it every day, not the one that you post on TikTok first day and then the next time we'll see you is next week. No, I'm so sorry, but and that's why most people have problems with social media management because they're like, I don't see the growth, I don't see anything, but you're not giving it the necessary attention, right? And then the last point here says social media management is making sure that your social media pages are active, engaging, and reflect the very purpose and personality of a brand. Now, here we have 3 points. It says you're making sure your pages are active. Active meaning that you don't post today and they will see you will not see your post till the next 4 days. How will your audience trust you? Right? So if you are doing that, you're not fully actualizing your role as a social media manager. And it says making sure that you also have engaging posts, meaning that you're not just going around posting anything. You're not posting, let's say, for example, your brand is a shoe brand and then you're posting quotes all the time. You're posting motivational quotes. That is not engaging. Your audience will not want to see that. In fact, they are bored. So you have to make sure that your social media management page or your pages that you're handling, they are very engaging. And most importantly, the reason why you're a social media manager is because you are representing a brand, either it be your brand or any other brand. So the main purpose is that you must make sure that that brand, that social media platform reflect the personality of a brand. For example, if I go into Carrywise, their social media platform, or if I go into Gino or whatever it is, those brands, I can see that that page is for, it belongs to Gino. I can see that that page belongs to Carrywise, because their page reflects the brand personality. So that's one thing that you should note what social media management is all about. And then we're going to go next to, now I've told you what social media management is, and now this is the direct opposite of what it actually is, which is what social media management is not. Number one, social media management is not just posting on social media platform. You must understand that your if that's what social media management is, that means everybody is a social media manager, because you know those people that they are not, they just post on Instagram for vibes. So they just post their picture. Maybe the next time they will post it like next year. Then that's probably what you are doing, because you are not a social media manager if you are just posting. Social media management is more than just posting, it is handling, it is taking care of, it is giving necessary attention to your social media platforms. And secondly, social media management is not a one-sided conversation. It is not just about posting, but engaging with your social media audience. The reason why you're a social media manager is because you are catering to your audience. If that means they're not going to look for social media managers if there's no audience, right? So you must understand that your job as social media manager, your number one role is to cater to your audience. You must know your target audience. You must know the kind of content that they like. And further in this lesson, we're going to teach about target audience and how you can identify them as well, right? And then thirdly, it says social media management is not all about gaining followers. And the thing is, some people do some very ridiculous things because they want to get followers, because they want to grow their social media page. But you should do it the right way, which is by engaging your audience and by building a community. And then when you start doing that, the followers or the community will start building up, not the one that you're a social media manager because they just hired you for the first month. You want to make sure that you give a lot of impact, and then you now go and buy followers, or you go and start begging people to follow you, right? So it is important that you take note of these things, and so that when you leave this class, you know that, oh yes, wow, I've actually had a new perspective to this. I know what social media management is now. And then the last point here says social media management is not posting on social media and going offline for the rest of the day. I know some people are shaking. The table is shaking now. It's shaking. But I was here before. It's fine if you can relate to this, because I was here before, right? Sometimes I would just post on Monday and then just run away. Nobody will see me again. That is not your job as a social media manager. Not, you are not supposed to just post and just run away and just go offline. For your mind, you have already posted the post of today, and anybody can say what they want to say. No, as social media manager, once you post, immediately you click that post button on Instagram or on Twitter or on any platform. What you do is that you now go and monitor your posts. If people are not liking your post, that means there must be a problem somewhere. If people are not engaging, you go ahead to make the extra effort. You comment down below. You say, "Oh, guys, what do you think about this video?" You try to now make interaction, or build an interaction around the post, right? That is very, very important as well. So I know that by now our minds are already changing, our perspectives are changing. Oh yeah, I really love this what social media management is, because you are getting the information now. And then now we have talked about what social media management is. We have spoken about what social media management is not. And now we are going ahead to list your responsibilities, because when I started this lesson, I said that if a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. That means if you do not know your role, if you do not know what is expected of you as the social media manager, then you literally be working on vibes and inshallah. Like you will just be doing anything that you like, because you are not sure of your responsibilities. And I do not blame most of the social media managers, because I mean, social media management is a very common role, and most people just find themselves there because they need a job, they need money, they need to make income, and they did not do their due diligence before now getting into the role. So I'm going to be telling you what are your responsibilities as a social media manager. An effective social media manager is in charge of posting and keeping social media platforms active and engaging. And I put emphasis on the active and engaging. You must be an active social media manager. And I already emphasized on it before that it's not the one that you post today and the next day we'll see you within 3 days. I understand that some brands, they'll be like, oh, the posting is just for 3 days, but it's not effective that way, because there's more to social media management, right? You need to put a lot of effort, because it's social media, right? And then you're also in charge of engaging. Make sure that you engage your followers. Make use of all the necessary tools on Instagram. Make use of polls. Make use of Q&As. And I'm not even like capping. When you do all those things, you will see that you are building a community. You are building a close-knit audience, because what are you doing now? You are going ahead to engage them. You are going ahead to build a conversation with them. And that is one strategy that people neglect. And mostly social media managers, they just feel like, oh, they're just going to post and they just put caption and they just post it out there. No, you are meant to build an audience. You're meant to interact with them. You're meant to build a close-knit community. That's what social media management is all about, right? And secondly, your other responsibility as a social media manager is developing visual and creative copies for social media. I know some people will be like, oh, I'm a social media manager. I don't need to create graphics. I don't need to create this. I don't need to create that. But newsflash, you're in Nigeria. And in Nigeria, they will tell you, oh, if you're a social media manager and you cannot do Canva, we are not interested in hiring you. So you have to be more, you have to make yourself more attractive by now learning that skill, because there are lots of social media managers in this country and even in the world. So what makes you different? What makes you different is now by going ahead to now learn additional skills like creating visuals. It doesn't have to be Photoshop, it can be Canva, right? So you're putting yourself at the advantage side by doing all those things. And also later in this lesson, we'll be teaching later in this course, we'll be teaching how to create creative copies. So copywriting, how to do write ad copies, write interesting copies that will grab the attention of your audience, right? And then thirdly, your role as a social media manager is responding to comments, messages, and also engaging with your audience. If you're a social media manager and you're not responding to comments, I don't know what you're doing. Let's say, for example, you post a particular post on your social or your brand page on Monday, then on Tuesday, we'll now see all the comments. You have not replied to none of them. Why? I know that yes, some brands are like, oh, we don't want to reply to comments and all of that, but it's okay if you ask them, okay, can I reply? And even go a step further to telling them, oh, is this okay? Is this reply okay? Can I post it? Because at the end of the day, you have to protect the brand image, right? And I hope we are following. Please, if you have questions, please put it in the comment section below. And then I'm just going to continue. And then the fourth point here states, as a social media manager, you are in charge of planning and scheduling posts to ensure a consistent social platform. As a social media manager, you must be a planner, not the one that you want to post today and then you are still looking for what you are going to post today. You're running health askers that, hey, I don't have a caption, or hey, I don't have graphics, so this graphic designer is wasting my time. No, you must be a planner. One thing that I do and that's helped me in my journey in social media management is by creating my content calendars days a month before. So if I'm in February, I've already created the one for March. That keeps you ahead. That even makes you to even do more things and then push and focus your energy into doing more things that will grow your page and that would build a community, right? And then I also make use of scheduling platforms like Hootsuite, like Buffer, like Meta Business Suite. And I'm gonna even like share more later in this course. We're going to be touching on all of that, so you don't have to worry. This course is just an introduction. It's just for you to just get familiar with the word social media management, right? And the other point here is, as a social media manager, your role is sharing important updates, information, and events to keep your platforms up to date. When your audience comes to your page, let them not see that the last post from you was from last 2 weeks. You must be active. You must give up to date information. For example, you are having an event in your office or in your company, and you are the social media manager. You are supposed to have planned for that. You also started promoting that event like 2 months ago, so that your audience will know about it. They will know the information, not the one that you have the event tomorrow. You are just posting about it today, and you want people to come. How? It's not possible, right? So as a social media manager, you're also tasked with sharing important updates, information, and events to keep the platform up to date. So if we are feeling this, if we are feeling what I've said so far, please let's comment down below. Let me see what you have learned. Please let me see the emojis and everything coming up. This is an interactive class, so not just because I'm talking, you cannot talk to. Comment down below. Let me see if you are following. Let me see your emojis and everything like that, and then we'll just go ahead to continue, right? Oh yeah, thank you, Jessica. I can see that you are following. And then also we also have some responsibilities here as well. The other point says, as a social media manager, your responsibility is to manage and address social media conflicts within your purview, and key on or emphasis on within your purview. Because as a social media manager, don't go and be doing a lot of, let's say Instablog, they post a particular post, and then you now use your brand page to go and comment is a lie. You Imagine a big brand like Nestle or Zenith Bank. They are commenting is a lie with their brand page. And some social media managers, they make that mistake. They will go and use, instead of them using their page, they will go and use their brand page to comment, oh, no, please, we're not allowed to do that. Let's just address social media conflict within our purview. The one that is your business is the one that is your brand. So, for example, you post something and then maybe you post something on your page and the customer is complaining that, oh, I don't like this product. I bought it like 2 days ago. And then it's not your responsibility to now ask the customer, oh, what happened? But I'm not saying you should now address that in the comment section, please. Oh, you're going to spread you're going to spoil your brand image. So you go to their DMs and tell them, oh, sorry, can I get your feedback? And then you now make sure to delete that comment. Because if other people come to that place and see that comment, you are spoiling your brand image. I don't know if many of us do these things. When I want to buy a particular clothes from a brand, and then I just open their page and I go and look at the comments. I go and look at the comments first so that I'm sure that they are not scams. So imagine if you now go under your brand comments and you see these people they are scammers. These people, they delivered my order very late. No, as a social media manager, it is your responsibility to make sure that you address social media conflict within your purview. You don't go and do the one that is not your business, okay? And then the other point here says analyze performance metrics, including your likes, your comments, and your shares. One thing that social media managers fail to do is that they fail to check the analytics, right? All they want to do is just to make sure that their followers are growing and they are posting every day. There's more to it, which is you have to analyze your metrics. You have to see, oh, I posted this particular thing 3 days ago. Why am I still only 3 likes? That means people don't like it. Maybe I should switch to posting reels. Maybe I should switch to posting on my story. And then that make what when you analyze your performance metrics, it now makes you to see what is working and what is not working. And then you can now refine your content strategy, right? That is important. And also, we have, as a social media manager, it is your responsibility to research trends within your brand niche, right? Now, as a social media manager, one of the important things that you should know how to do is to research. When I tell people I'm a researcher, I'm always researching. I'm always thinking, oh, what are the trending topics today? What are the contents that my audience would like? You are constantly researching, because and now I can see that if you're a social media manager, you are hearing all the things I'm saying. So researching is part of your work. Don't say researching was that time when we were doing projects in university. I've dropped researching. No, you have not dropped it. Oh, if you're a social media manager, then your job is to research, right? And then also it said creatively thinking of content. So now, as a social media manager, you are constantly brainstorming. You are constantly thinking, how can I make this content better? How can I make this caption more enticing, more engaging, that will grab my audience attention? You are creatively thinking. You are not just thinking, but you are thinking creatively. And some people will say that, oh, I'm not a creative person. Creativity is not in my blood. No, as far as you are thinking, you are trying to create something in your head. So you are creative, right? So everyone is a creative, whether you like it or not. And then the last point here stays growing the community of the social media audience. Now, because I said social media management is not all about followers, does not mean that you will not grow your community. So as a social media manager, there are things that you do behind the scene that now grows your community. Things like posting engaging content, interacting with your audience, trying to build a connection with them. That way you're already building a community. And then you can now go ahead to create subsequent communities, like WhatsApp communities, WhatsApp channels, where you can have that close relationship with them. So as a social media manager, and maybe you are handling Instagram, your only job doesn't have to, you can also look for other ways to also make sure that your audience are very well engaged. So you can look for other things. You can start an email marketing newsletter where you send them newsletters every week, right? So that is also there as well. So yeah, and then we have and then we're going to pause. We're going to pause because we have been talking, we have been saying too many things, right? So I'm just going to do a little recap. First, we talked about what social media management is. And then we said social media management is making sure that you handle and you take care of your social media platforms. We also said that social media management is making sure that your social media accounts, they are active, they are engaging, right? And we also said social media management is making sure that you pay necessary attention to all your social media platforms, and you make sure that you post engaging content, right? And they also went ahead to talk about what social media management is not. And I shook some tables. I said social media management is not just posting, right? I said social media management is not posting and then going offline and then running away, right? And I said social media management is not all about followers. Even though you are meant to build a community, don't get me wrong, but it's not all about looking for followers. And I talked about how some people are so desperate that they will go and buy followers. When you buy followers, you are destroying your algorithm, because you discover that at the end of the day, oh, more people are not replying, people are not commenting, people are not liking. Why? Because you're now even if you buy, and there's something that they do now on Instagram, they'll say you can buy like 500 followers or 5,000 followers for 10,000 naira. Some people will now rush and go and buy it. By the time you rush and go and buy it, you are in fact you are now scattering your target audience, because those people that you are buying, they're not even interested in what it is they are selling. They just want your money, right? So you're now buying problems. So don't be the social media manager that is buying problems, right? Build your audience, start from scratch, build a community, be active, right? So, and then we also talked about responsibilities of a social media manager, where I said a social media manager is responsible for creating creative copies, visuals. You're also responsible for posting and then scheduling and maintaining a constant brand voice, right? And then we're just going to go ahead to the next one. I hope we are following. I hope we are feeling this first lesson. And then yeah, now we're going to go ahead to what skills do you need to succeed as a social media manager. And now don't let all these skills scare you, because you take them once at a time. One advice that I will give is, if you're a social media manager and you want to be better at your game, you want to become more effective, then you will take these skills. Let's say you're not so good in content creation. For the month of March, you say, oh, I want to improve my content creation skills. You start taking courses that will help you advance your skill. Then the second one, you're not good with relationship skills. And relationship skills is something important that you must have as a social media manager. You take it in the month of after March is what, April. Yeah. Then you said you want to improve your March your relationship skills in April, and then customer service. Then you just take it month by month and by month. And before you know it, by the end of the year, you have become hot cake. Everybody's looking for you. Hey, this social media manager, she must handle my page, right? So as a social media manager, don't get stuck in the cycle of just posting or just doing anything and just no. You must enhance your skills. You must advance your skills, which is why I know most of us are here today. Not everybody here is just wanting to go into the career path. Some people are also social media managers as well. So I'm just going to go into what skills do you need to succeed as a social media manager. Number one, content creation skills. You must be able to think and create engaging content and also brainstorm creative ideas as a social media manager. As a social media manager, the bulk of the things that you are going to be doing, you're going to be doing content creation. They're going to ask you, oh, we have a campaign coming up, a Valentine campaign. What do you think? What content do you think we can create that will ginger people to buy our Valentine packages? They will tell you, you need to create content for our event that is coming up. What copies are you going to use? And as social media manager, I brainstorm. I think there was one time I was handling a page for a real estate firm, and they were gonna have like a realtors hangout, right? And they were saying, "Oh, we need a copy, we need a name for an event." And then I was just brainstorming, and then the idea just popped up. And now that idea, when I've left the company already, when I got there to go and visit, I just saw how the everywhere was just full. The small copy that I just wrote in my hand, I was so proud. I saw it on the posters, on the banners, everywhere, right? So as the social, that was a proud moment for me. By the way, I was really grateful and happy. So you must know that what you are doing, you are going to see the fruits of it later. So don't just say, oh, this brand, me, I'm tired of what they are doing, I'm just going to write anything. No, that is your work. They will refer back to you. They will say, who did this thing? They will say, it's Favor that did this, or it's Victoria. If you are Favor of Victoria, I'm sorry, but you must know how to create content, right? The second skill that you must have is relationship skill. As a social media manager, you are required to effectively engage with your audience by replying to comments, responding to DMs. Not the one that somebody wants to buy food from your online page, and then they order their food. They've not gotten the food in 3 hours. You're not like, I beg, madam, calm down now. We'll get your food to you. The dispatch rider is having issues. Which kind of that person will probably not buy from you again. The person will get their family members not to buy from you. The person will get their colleagues, everybody. They will insult you and drag your brand all over social media. So you must have relationship skills. You cannot say as a social media manager, I'm an introvert. I don't really talk to people, so I don't have relationship skills. No, it's something that you can learn. All these skills are things that you can learn, right? And then also very similar is customer service skill. You must have a necessary customer service skill to handle inquiries and complaints from your audience, which is quite similar. Relationship skills, customer service skill. You must be able to know how to relate with your audience well, right? And also you must have good writing skills. As a social media manager, you'll be tasked with writing captions, writing copies. You cannot say, oh, I'm not a writer, I cannot write. No, writing was something that I learned. I'm not a good writer, but I learned how to write. I learned how to write creatively. I learned how to write copies. I learned how to write things that will grab people's attention. So I don't just go on social media. If I'm a shoe brand, I'll just go on social media. I'll just post the shoe and then I will say available for order. What do you mean available for order? They have not given us the details of the shoe. You have not given us why you think we should buy this shoe. You have not, because you are not the only shoe brand in the world. There are other shoe brands. So what will convince me as an audience if I come across your caption and I say, oh, I like this shoe, but let me see what they have to say about the shoe, and they just see available for order size 30 to 41. Please make it make sense. As a social media manager, you must have good writing skills, right? And then also strategic planning. As a social media manager, you'll be tasked with executing strategies and plans for your social media. For example, now they tell you, oh, we have this particular campaign coming up. What strategy do you think we can use to get people, to draw people? And you are thinking, and you put your hand on your head like this, and you are thinking, nothing is coming. No, please don't go and disgrace yourself. Make sure that you learn the art of strategies, of writing strategies, of planning, because one day or the other they will ask you to do something, and then you're not like, oh, sorry, this is not within my purview. Yeah, just disgrace yourself. I'm not saying that you should do beyond your means, but try as much as possible to also learn. I remember one time I was tasked with, I'm not a website designer, but one company that I work, they said, oh, Runa, we need your help in creating a pop-up form on WordPress. And I don't know if you could help us do that. I said, okay. And God knows that I did not know anything about website design. I did not know anything about WordPress. I was just seeing it for the first time. So I quickly went to ask a friend that I knew was a website designer, oh, how do you think I could create this thing? Can you help me? Can you teach me how you do it? The person taught me, and that's how I created the what's it called, the website form. So I'm saying this to say that don't be caught off guard, because at the end of the day, that skill is going to you. You are the one helping them. You can help others as well. So don't say, oh, that's one thing that kills people and kills their creativity. They will say, oh, I can't do this. It's beyond my job description. Sorry, I'm not going to do this. No, you are helping yourself at the end of the day, because who is going to take the skill away? You are the one, right? So it's important that you're not caught off guard. And also, Canva and visual design basics. I've said it that you're in Nigeria. Welcome to Nigeria, where they will tell you as social media manager, if you cannot do Canva, sorry, we can't hire you. There are other people that can do Canva. And I was right there. I remember the time I was first applying for a job. I was right there where they said, sorry, you need to have Canva skills. And then I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to use Canva. I went to learn it. They picked the person that could do Canva over me, or that could do Photoshop, because they're like, oh, the other person can even do Photoshop. So I was like, wow. I'm not saying you should go and learn Photoshop, but you have to learn something, maybe Canva or something, right? That is very important as well. So I'm saying all of these skills to say that write them down, note them down, give yourself targets each month. This month I'm going to learn content creation. The next month I'm going to learn relationship skills. The next month I'm going to learn customer service. The next month I'm going to learn how to write. The next month I'm going to learn strategy. The next month I'm going to learn Canva. And luckily enough for you, in this course, we're going to be teaching you how to create content. We're going to be teaching you how you can write effective copies. We're going to be teaching you how you can write strategies. We're going to be teaching you Canva design. So that's a lot. So you are even learning most of those skills in this course. But don't let it end here. After you learn it, go ahead to learn further. Go ahead to advance your skills, right? That's very important as well. And I hope we are getting it. I hope we're feeling the course. And then, yeah, also other skills that you need to have, video editing skills. We have apps like CapCut now that are very easy to use and very interesting. It might not be easy for some people, but I promise you, when you open CapCut, when you try to learn it, you will see that it's actually a very good app where you can quickly edit videos. And because we have apps like Instagram now, we have Facebook, where you need to create reels. You need to have that video editing skills. You can't be, let's say you even have a video editor at your office, but you need to post a particular video at night or in the evening. We'll not be running after the video editor that is probably in one party or one beach somewhere. So you must learn all these skills, because at the end of the day, even if you have people that are helping you to do it, you must learn it so that when you need that particular skill, you're not running after people, right? And then also storytelling. It's important to use storytelling for social media content. Very important. I feel like people usually like they look down on storytelling a lot, but storytelling works. I tell you, because people they tend to listen more when you are trying to tell a story than when you are just trying to say, oh, these are the products that we have, you can buy. No, you must use that storytelling to now draw people to draw people to your particular content or whatever it is. And storytelling is a skill that you can learn, right? There are courses on Google Workshops and all those Google apps where you can learn the art of storytelling, and also advertising knowledge. As social media manager, you'll be tasked with conducting Instagram and Facebook ads. So you must learn it. And luckily enough for you, we're going to be teaching Instagram ads, we're going to be teaching Facebook ads in this course. So I mean, you are very, very lucky that you're in this course, because we're going to teach in all of that. And then lastly, the skills that you should possess as a social media manager to succeed. Time management skills. If you're a social media manager and you do not have time management skill, oh, you're going to be running mad because let's say you want to post them today and you're still looking for the post that you want to post. They have not seen it by 3 p.m. They're asking you, how far now, Victoria? Have you posted today? You're like, ah, I beg, you're running letters because you're going to graphic design office. You have not even finished writing your captions. You're running everywhere. No, you must know how to manage your time. You must know how to organize. You must know how to plan. Those are skills. Those are habits that are built over the years. And I'll tell you the truth. It is actually discipline. You must discipline yourself to know how to manage your time. You must discipline yourself to know how to organize, right? And then also, we also have important things to note as a social media manager. So now we have looked at what social media management is, what social media management is not, responsibilities of a social media manager, the skills that you need to possess, and so on and so forth. And now I'm going to be giving you, it's just a note from me to you, from my experience, what I've learned. These are the important things that I think you should note as a social media manager. Number one, understanding the brand you manage is very key. And I say it to people, when you get employed for the first time for a particular brand, and then you just go there and you're just doing what you like. No, you ask them, even in the interview, you ask them, okay, can you tell me about your brand? What are the values? So that you can now know what to do. When I start working with a brand for the first time, I'll say, oh, please, do you have a brochure where you have things about the brand, where you have written your values? Because you do not want to go and do things that things that is above the brand, or things that you are not expected to do. So you must make sure that you understand the brand values, the brand goals, the brand voice, which is very key. You don't want to go and let's say, for example, you are managing a brand for an entertainment industry, and their voice is like Alte and Gen Z-ish, and then you are there writing LinkedIn professional terms there. You're going to immediately, like, the audience of the people that are the audience, social media audience, they are going to know that more a different person is managing this page, because why are you giving us some LinkedIn terms here, right? And then secondly, maintaining a consistent posting schedule to keep your audience updated is key. You must have a posting schedule. You must have a content calendar. You must use content calendars like Asana, Notion. You can even use Microsoft Excel, right? And after this lesson, I'm going to be sharing you guys some templates where you can have your content calendar, some apps that you can use as well. And then thirdly, you must stay informed at all times by keeping up with trends, news, social media algorithm updates, etc. And one way that I keep myself informed, because I know that I cannot be everywhere at every time, so I make use of this it's a website called Google Alert. So what Google Alert does for you is that, let's say you are in an entertainment industry and they talk about music, pop culture, and all of that, and you're not everywhere at every time, right? You're not everywhere, but you want to be getting these updates. So what Google Alert does for you is that you just put in, let's say you want to learn, you want to have updates about Alte fashion, you want to have updates about the Grammys, you want to have updates about stuff like that. So you just put on your alert. So every time a new news concerning any of those topics comes out, you just get it to your emails. And then that's an easy way that you can get all of these updates as a social media manager. Because I mean, you can't be everywhere at every time, right? But Google Alerts will help you to stay organized and also stay updated. And then the other point here stays, it's not enough to just post on social media, but to maintain a connection with your audience. I think I've overemphasized this during this lesson. You must have that connection with your audience. Make use of tools like Instagram polls, Instagram Q&As, ask them questions, post memes, try to interact with them, try to have an interaction with them so that you can build, because that's the only way that you build an audience. You must have relationship with people for you to build an audience. All those influencers that you see that they have so many followers, they have built an audience, they interact with their audience, even if they don't reply to your comments all the time, but they post content that you as a target audience you will love. And that way, as you are watching their content, you are drawn to them, right? You are connected to them. So that's another way as well. And then also, you must monitor brand mentions and address any issues promptly to safeguard your brand reputation. I already talked about this. Let's say you someone orders a food from your brand, and then they just go and comment, and they just write one very wicked comment under your comment section that this brand is very stupid, they are very mad. It's now your own responsibility to monitor your brand mentions, monitor things that they mention your brand there. Have that, in fact, your eyes should be open, looking at every comment. That's why I said social media management is not posting and going offline. You must monitor your brand, you must monitor your posts, you must monitor your content. And then lastly, you must set measurable goals for your social media platform. See, without goals, anything goes. If you don't have goals, and I say it, some people will be like, what do you mean by goals? What do you mean by goals? Without goals, you literally go anywhere, like you don't know where you are going. Anything goes. Because if you do not have goals, you don't have any expectations. You're just doing as you like. You're just waking up one morning, you just post, publish. You must have goals. You are saying to yourself, okay, this second quarter of the year, I want to have so and so engagements. I want to have so and so impressions. You must write those goals down. And one thing that I'm going to do for you guys in this course is I'm going to teach you how you can set measurable goals for your social media platforms. So yeah, and then lastly, and then yeah, the course is coming to an end. So I'll be this lesson. So in the upcoming weeks, get ready for an engaging learning experience. We'll have 3 sessions every week. So we'll have sessions on Monday, we have sessions on Tuesday, and then we'll have sessions on Thursday. And we're going to be exploring important aspects of social media management, how to handle different social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, how to create captivating content, and master the art of persuasive writing, which is copywriting, and then how to write strategies, create content, and all of that. So this course is very loaded, right? So I want you to keep yourself updated. We're also going to have like practical tutorial videos, how to run ads, how to run ads on Facebook. We're going to have practical assignments and everything. So brace yourself for an engaging journey ahead. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this course. Let me see your emojis. What do you think about this course? Was it mind? Did it really shift your mindset? Did you enjoy the course? Let me see your emojis. You guys, show me some love. Show me some love in the comment section. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, comment, give me some thumbs up, give me some emojis. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this amazing course. I will see you on Tuesday, and I'll also see you on Thursday for the following lessons. Bye, everybody. And let me see you. Let me see. Show me some love, you guys. Show me some. Give me some emojis. Thank you so much, Blessing. Thank you, Tayo. And then yeah, just keep your comments going. I'm going to go off now. So thank you very much, everybody. And bye.